Right, starting off this training video with my attempt at a one-arm pull-up on the rings. And you can see I can't quite get it at the moment, but that's going to be a big focus for me going forward. I trained my back yesterday, so that may, well, it certainly didn't help, but I think even if I'm fresh, if I'm honest, I'm not getting that just at the moment. So this workout I'm going to show today is a push workout. I've had to condense this video down quite a bit because it was very long to start with. So these are just clips really from the training session, and it's all in order, but I've not been able to show you the full workout because the video was way too long, and I had trouble uploading it initially, so I've had to reduce it right down. So I've already done 3 sets of 65 kilograms on the incline press. I've had to go quite a little bit, well, I say quite a bit, it's about just over 10 kilos lighter than I would do normally. But it does make a big difference on my shoulder. I'm doing a bit of a heavier day earlier in the week, and then as the week goes on, it gets a little bit lighter. So this is what you're seeing here, a bit of a lighter workout, but nonetheless still pretty intense. So I've done 3 sets. Now this I'm doing here is referred to as rest pause training. So I've gone lighter on the weight. Now I've only got 50 kilos in total here, and I'm trying to use a little bit more focus, a bit more control. You can see I've been messing about a little bit with the tempos as I do this. So the idea is that you do an initial set, and I believe I got 10 repetitions. I can't remember off the top of my head. I believe I got 10 on that first set there. And then you take a very short period of time to rest, about 20 seconds, and then you go back and do another 3 to 5 repetitions. And the idea being that the repetitions that sort of spur on growth and where you've got full muscle fibre recruitment are in the last few repetitions of a heavy set. Now with a lighter weight, the initial sets are sub-maximal, so you're not working at that real high intensity. Now when you've got an injury, that makes it pretty difficult to do. So you do a lighter set, and it starts to get difficult towards them last few repetitions, and then you go back in after 20 seconds. Now the idea being that you're now effectively sort of recreating, if you like, the maximal sets that you would be getting on a heavier weight. It's not the most efficient way to train, and it's definitely not the main focus in my training, but this is just a useful tool whilst my shoulder is still not 100%. And I quite enjoyed it actually. It's quite a nice, changes up the pace from a regular workout. So, oh, excuse me. Right, so yeah, I mean that's pretty much it on the incline bench press. I have been working pretty hard on this one because it's one that didn't really come particularly natural to me, and especially since I've started doing it, I've been injured from the beginning, so I've had to pay a lot of attention to my hand positioning, and where I've put my hands on the bar here is about right for me. This is where I can move the weight with relative sort of ease, if you like, without any sort of impingement or any pain going through my shoulder. And I've experimented really wide, and that just didn't work, and I've gone really narrow. This seems to be about right, and I'm starting to feel quite comfortable with that positioning. Right, so on to some Arnold presses. Now these Arnold presses, again, are really ideal for me. Now, what they allow me to do with the rotation through my shoulders and through like the wrists, really, the way I'm able to sort of manipulate the path of where I'm pushing the weight, I can do the exercise, so I can do an overhead press without any pain at all. I'm not getting any pain in my shoulder from this. I appreciate they're only light weights. I've only got 11 kilograms in each hand there, but still it allows me to do some form of pressing, overhead pressing on the straight bar, where your hands are your hands are fixed, after I've done the incline bench pressing on a heavy weight, it does start to play up a little bit. So I've switched it up. The last couple of workouts I'll do this, but again, a little bit like what I was saying with the rest pause training, it wouldn't be my first port of call or first choice. I'd much prefer to go for the heavier weights and do it that way. And I've started throwing in a few little extra exercises now, not for any reason as to say, that's going to be a better way of training, if you like. It's just that I'm trying to add in a little bit more volume in the lead up to this event. So this is something I hadn't done for a while. You see, I showed you in the first little short clip there, I was doing 20 kilograms. I've done 2 sets of that, and then it was getting a little bit too heavy. I was losing a little bit of that control. This isn't a press, and it isn't a fly. It's sort of halfway in between. And again, the only reason I'm doing this is because it's really nice on the shoulders. I'm getting no pain at all through my shoulders. I'm able to do the movement, really get a good contraction on the stomach. Not the stomach, on the chest. And you can see here what I'm doing is, after I finish that set, I'm doing like a little mini contraction on the chest, just to try and keep the chest engaged. I wanted to do after every set a set of push-ups, but I didn't end up doing that because it was going to be too much messing about with the camera. So instead, I decided just to do it on the last set. So you can see here, I'm going into some push-ups just for. This is all, to be honest, all just a really a little bit of variation, a little bit of fun for me on a lighter workout. One thing you'll notice there is my right shoulder is a little bit higher as well. So this was actually quite useful for me to see, because I can see that I'm guarding that shoulder and manipulating my body positioning to try and compensate. But yeah, I mean, my this looks like this is the sort of volume that I have been doing. In all honesty, the development that I've managed to get in my chest in the last couple of months has only come from the incline bench press. I haven't done anything else, any other direct work on my chest. Let's say I've only just added this in this week, partly because I wanted to try and get a little bit more volume in. I've added extra day of work in, and there's something pretty important in strength training, which is referred to as adherence. So if you're enjoying your training, then you're more likely to stick with it. So this sort of stuff I do like doing. I used to do a lot of push-ups, a lot of like supersetting type stuff, circuits, and that is something that I really enjoy. So I just thought I'd throw it in. But as a mainstay, once this competition is done, I'll probably switch back to my 3-day a week and work on building strength. Now again, I'm still working around this. I'm looking on about this bloody injury, but it is quite important for me to emphasise, because I don't want people to watch this video and then think, oh, that's the best way to train, because it really isn't. Here you can see him, apart from me showing off my back, but you can see one of the weaknesses for me is going to be my trap development. So I'm working on that. This is a nice one. I like this one, the upright row. Again, I'm doing this in a rest pause type fashion. I was running a little bit short on time as well, which factored in. I didn't really want to do that. I wanted to do 3 sets of like 12 to 15, but to save on a little bit of time, I've done that. And that's really just to help bring up the trap development, and it does get a little bit of side delt involvement as well. Then I'm doing a little bit of barbell. I haven't got any weight on that yet. I know that's pretty weak, but that's a 20 kilo bar, so I mean it's still pretty pathetic. But by this point, you've got to remember my tricep muscles have been involved in all of the movements. I mean, apart from the isolation one with the chest, so the triceps have had a good workout already. And then just thought I'd finish up just by showing off again. This is all about just, for me anyway, trying to remember that my focus is going to be on standing up on stage. So I've got to be able to present my physique. And at the moment, I don't really know what I'm doing, but I'm going to probably seek out some help on that and get a coach to go through some stuff with me. just so I know what I'm looking for. But you can see I've got this bit more. This is, in all honesty, this is a bit more pump training that I've done today. It's something fairly easy, something I know I'm going to be. Tomorrow morning I'm going to wake up and have no issues at all with my shoulder. And as I say, I was in a bit of a rush because I had to go and pick my little boy up from school, and I'd had a busy day. I'd done some classes, I'd done yoga, and what with the filming as well, it did take up quite a bit of my time. So I wouldn't normally have a protein shake. I haven't had one for a long while. If you follow me on MyFitnessPal, you'll see it's probably been about a week, I'd guess, since I had one last. So I don't normally rely on them, but this is where they become quite handy. And you can see there, that's my protein shake, and it was pretty nice, I've got to be honest. And that's about it, guys. I'm going to be doing a few little videos here, and hopefully I can make them a little bit more. I think this one was a little bit rushed, if I'm honest, and I just wanted to get something out there. I've had a bit of a nightmare with my phone recently, and trying to edit videos and then upload them onto YouTube. So this was something I'd done. I'd spent quite a bit of time putting the first one together, and then it wouldn't upload. I've still got another whole day of training, which I filmed, edited, and tried to put up, and it's not worked. So this was a little bit out of frustration. I reduced the times, and I just wanted to get it out there. So hopefully there's some stuff in here that you enjoy, and if you like it, then give it a like and maybe comment and just let me know things you maybe would like me to include in another video. Any suggestions, anything like that, I'm open to all that stuff. But hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'm also going to be putting out a video which I recorded of me driving home from the gym. This was later on in the day as well, so I'll put that out as well. That's just me talking about a few things. I wanted to touch on some stuff which I knew I weren't going to be able to talk about in this video. In particular, some of my yoga that I've been doing, and mindfulness, and the impact that that's having on my training, and just some of my thoughts on that. But hopefully you liked it, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you.